Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shlakeye Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Sopadandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurunna Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagarjatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha E Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpadarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhyev cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vikasa Swami Niti Namine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Deshatharne Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So again we are continuing the topic of the intimacy between husband and wife. Okay. Last week we discussed many points. So I was thinking, and points are coming. It's flowing in. So I'm studying a book called Stri Dharma Paddhati. So it has lots and lots of guidelines for ladies. But I don't want to go such deep with Sanskrit terms, rules and regulations, all these things. This topic is equally important for all of us, like how it is very important our devotional life is. Like we have two eyes, like both eyes are very important, right? Like in a woman's life, religious life and family life is very important. So generally it is understood that through family with the husband only where women can get salvation. As I told you in the last class, some exceptional in the histories are there, here and there. Not everybody can be like that. So that option of becoming brahmacharini or sannyasini, that is completely ruled out. That is lots of problems going on in ISKCON, but that is nothing. For us, I will not talk about those things. I understand that for us is most important is family life. And in family life, along with husband and children, we are going to go back home, back to God. That should be our goal. Many ladies misunderstand in this point, but it's okay. For us, we should be very clear. We should be very clear that this is the path given by the Lord. I'm not speaking something which is not in the Shastras. So how it works? So the Stri Dharma Paddhati is very nicely explaining all these things. Prabhupada also told us many times that what is needed from a woman is different from what is expected from a man. So that's why we have different education. Because two different species, that we have to understand. The modern lady is always fighting for equal rights, all these things, feminism, why women are suffering, all these things. Many times I told you all in the class that we, man and women, are different species together, totally. But many devotees also ask me the questions, Mataji, why only women are suffering? It is not that only women are suffering. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi is for men also. And the teachings, why only women teaching? They ask other question. And the other question, teachings are more for men than women, right? There are more restrictions for men than women. So in that understanding, if we understand that, rules are more for men than women. So one Mataji asked me one question that you see in Ramayana, Sita Mata suffered a lot. You see in Mahabharata, Draupadi suffered a lot. So please answer me, why suffering is given to women alone, like that? My answer is, suffering is not given to women alone. Lord Ram didn't suffer, means when Sita was taken away by Ramana. See, they are Lord, Supreme Lord. Ram is Supreme Lord and he is performing Leela, those things we know. But Lord Ram was equally not happy within himself when Sita was in suffering, when he, mainly when he exiled Sita from Ayodhya, that time he was not at all happy. So the question is very irrelevant. In this world, why women alone suffering? Men are also suffering. If we have a correct understanding of this material world, you will understand it is not women alone suffering. Men are also suffering in a different way. That's all. Women needs protection. For that, the family system is given by the Lord himself. So, as I told you, our relationship should be built. The husband and wife relationship is the most important relationship. There are different relationships in this material world: father, mother, parents, in-laws, sisters, brothers, cousins. So many relationships we have. Among all those relationships, husband and wife relationship is most important. I think everybody will agree to this point. As I told you in the last class also, 5 rasas, among the 5 rasas, Madhurya rasa is topmost. In spiritual world also, Madhurya rasa has more important. So for a men, it is little bit different. Men gives more important to mothers sometimes, many times. So that's the problem. I discussed this with mother-in-law, daughter-in-law problems also, because when a husband, when he gets married, then his attention goes from mother to wife. So the mother feels insecurity and the wife is also feel the mother-in-law as a competitor. But if the wife is really intelligent, she can balance and she can conquer the heart of the husband. Because as I said, the wife is also a mother. Mother, sister, friend, and in the bed, she is a prostitute. This is Shastra says that how she should be intelligent enough to conquer the heart of the husband. Not by if you see history, also many places they say that women, if she show her eyebrows, twist her eyebrows, she can control great warriors that we see in the life of Cleopatra. She controls many strong men by her way of attracting, sexual attraction. Wife is not like that. Wife's role is something different. The world is depicting a woman as a sexual attractive thing. No, wife is different from such image. In one way, actually the women are fighting for feminism, equalism, all these things. It is high stupidity. There, the men of the world, they want the women to come out and be, they want all the women to be prostitutes. That's why they advertise women with nasty photo for everything, even something like, some car advertisement or something which is not at all related to women. They keep women, off naked women, as for to attract, to give advertisement. We see, except in Saudi Arabia and Arabian countries, other places, they put women as in the advertisement. So you see how the world see the women. Though they say that we give equal rights, women should come forward. They want in every field women should be there and they want to enjoy. That is their subtle idea of all the men, bad men around the world. But the Vedic society gave protection to the women so that she is protected like a diamond. A diamond cannot be thrown out on the street. Stones are on the street. Nobody bothers stones, mud. All these things are very cheaper thing and they are in the street, no problem. But if you have a diamond, it is kept very safely. Double protection, triple protection, it is safely guarded. So the women is meant, if she is a wife, she is meant only for the pleasure of the husband. And she has a value. In that way, what is our contribution to the society is, Bhagavad Gita says, if women are polluted, what happens? Varna Shankara comes. Like if women are polluted, Varna Shankara population increases. So the women's role is very, very important. That's why she is protected. Men can be little bit loose. Men can have many relationships, this and that. Men have freedom. But women doesn't have, because women should be protected. Women should have dignity. That's why the dress code is also is very strict with women. Women's body should not be exposed. So all these restrictions are there. And if she is in a right way, takes up her dharma, Sri Dharma, then she is glorified, however bad the husband may be. Husband is a devotee, a non-devotee, Rakshasa, bad man, good man, doesn't matter at all. So again and again I am repeating, why only advices are to women only? No, advices are for men also. That is given by their guru. So women learns these lessons from the mother. But nowadays, the society has become so modern. So nobody teaches all these things in the school, college, and nowhere it is taught. That's why what is taught to the women? Career, money, fashion, self-sufficiency. For women, she should be a dependent being. She should be dependent on the husband. For women, it is very, very important that she depends on the husband. She depends on the father before marriage. So these are all in the Shastras. Why? As I told, women is very precious, but that's why she needs protection. So our ground, the women's ground, the wife's ground is husband, family. So unless we have a ground where we will stand, so by understanding the importance of support of family, husband, then we can be really serious in this relationship. So generally, if a girl is a very intelligent girl, she's smart enough because she should understand that this is my most important relation. So the Shastra says, who is her guru? There is no initiation for women. For women, initiation is done. The initiation ceremony is marriage ceremony. I am not saying Sri Dharma Paddhati is saying. Initiation is marriage. Who is guru? Pati is guru. Pati guru. So you may ask, what happens if husband is not a devotee? I have spoken enough about this. Enough about this. But still, again and again, I can speak about this. Whether husband is a devotee or non-devotee, that doesn't matter. What is my duty? That I will fulfill. And I am not going to teach bhakti to my husband. You are not going to be the guru of your husband in any way, in any matter. You just cook, please him, try to love him properly, obedience. Obediently, humbly remain, then automatically things come in line. In rare cases like Mandodari, the husband never listens. But in normal cases, definitely changes will come. That is a special case. Mandodari's case is special case. But otherwise, generally, if we put our devotion and service. So this Three Dharma Paddhati is saying, first point it is saying is obedient service to one's husband. Pati Sushurushanam. Subservient. You become a subservient. The husband should not. Sometimes the husband, devotee husbands I have seen, oh, you are my servant. They demand like that. No, not like that. The husband should take a good lesson from the guru that you should not treat your wife as a servant, though it is understood. It is understood. Sometimes my husband says, I am your driver. He says, wherever you want, you take me. This is understood. This is mutualism. The wife serves in her own way. The husband serves in their own way. Both services are needed, but the wife should always think that I am his servant. So that obedient service is needed. So the wife's service to her husband in the home is her worship of her God. This is written in Three Dharma Paddhati. I was so amazed by seeing this sentence. The wife's service to her husband in the home is her worship of God. So service comes everything that gives the husband pleasure. That these are all clear parallels both with the son's relationship and with his mother and the service offered by the student to his teacher. If you are a student, how you give service to the teacher, like that, it's service. So also this Three Dharma Paddhati is saying that the first thing, for a woman, what is very auspicious, seeing the face of the husband is very auspicious for a woman. So service is very, very important, and that service with complete understanding. In the beginning of the married life, you may see lots of differences. You come from different family. He comes from different family. Your customs are different. His customs are different. His behavior, your behavior, many differences will come. So first, intelligent girl see that what is the difference and how I can adapt to that situation. So if he is a very angry person, then you have to be cool down. If I have, for example, if our husband is like Chavana Muni, like how Suganya tolerated, that we have to remember. Oh, he's always like, irritable. If somebody is irritable, then you have to keep quiet. I have seen some husbands, they put words, sentences like arrows. Some are like that. I have seen my life. The wife should keep quiet, that's all. If that is the nature of the husband, then instead of trying to rectify him, you adapt. First thing is the woman should try to adapt to his nature. And then if possible, by slowly, steadily, by love, service, you can change it. Then you should realize how I am. If he is a devotee, he will realize soon. The 16 rounds is very, very effective. When husband and wife fights, if they come to me for counseling, I tell that if they are chanting 16 rounds properly, the Antaryami Paramatma will tell them where they are wrong. The introspection will come. If we make mistakes, the mistakes will be understood. If they are not doing the 16 rounds properly, then the mistakes will not be identified. Introspection will not come. So I counsel like this, okay, be patient, whether it is a husband or wife. Many times husbands come to me. I give the whole classes because so that I record all these classes, so that if such cases come, I can give this class, because I cannot sit and talk. These are all general rules. So many times the husbands come to me, rather the wives, because the wives are really the ladies, because of the modern thinking, and they think that I am a devotee. Oh, I chant 16 rounds, I attend Manglarti. All these things gives them a proudness. Oh, I am a great devotee. Such things make some difference in their mind, attitude, and they may be this in Indian setup. I'm saying they may be normal before coming to devotional service. Once they come to devotional service, they put all rules and regulations and dominate the husband. This should not be done. That should not be done. I am initiated. I am second initiated. Oh, this, that, like that. And the husbands come secretly to me, Mataji, what should I do? Like that. Then, okay, and I thought, okay, I will do these classes. And I will request the husband, okay, you ask your wife to listen to these classes. Because anyway, ladies should listen from elderly Matajis. So that's also another reason that I'm recording and keeping that. And also, I'm collecting so many informations about how a woman should be. So this notebook is so big notebook. It's full of rules and guidelines for women, how she can lead her successful life. How one can be very successful in devotion. This is not, I am not speaking only about material family life. No, the success here will lead to success there also. Because our important prayer is Sistashtakam. In the Sistashtakam, we pray, Trinadapi Sunichena, Tarorapi Sahishnuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. This verse, we are not preaching that, you try to follow this with everyone who you come across. At least first start with your husband. Trinadapi Sunichena, start with your husband. Okay, I will remain humble. I will remain submissive. I will listen to him. Mostly problem is with women's false ego. Mostly I have seen in my experience. That's why I feel the urge to speak. Of course, all these ladies who attend these classes are very submissive, nice ladies. But still, even if you have some little impurity in your heart, please remove that, throw it away. Throw it away, because I have narrated so many great ladies' life histories. I was again thinking about Kannagi, what she underwent. Imagine if I am in any ordinary lady in Kannagi stand. A husband went to another lady. By then itself, she would have filed a case, went to court, all this drama would have started, or going to the counselors, shouting loudly, speaking a lot about this. So all these things would have happened. But Kannagi didn't say anything. And after when he came back to her also, she was very, very humble, and she cooperated to start the business again, because he lost everything. In her stand, he made a mistake, but she never made a mistake. So that's why she was successful, and she had the ability to fight for justice. So the point is, however the husband may be, if I am strong, if I am clear, if I am good, changes will happen from that side also. And I can be successful here and successful in my next life also. So in this relationship, like, we human being have 4 defects. We all know that. Cheating propensity, senses are imperfect, always committing mistake, and to be in illusion. These 4 defects everybody accept, because Prabhupada says this in beginning of Ishopanishad. So we have 4 defects. So, but we see every individual with some baggage in our if we have a friend, if we deal with some other person except husband also, we are to some point we are not truthful. We hide something inside, we are a little bit duplicity. All these things are there. But with the husband, nothing should be there. The relation should be transparent. The relation should be very transparent. Then, the trust will be built up. If you have a negative thinking, you express that to him. If you have a positive, everything should be revealed there. There should be transparency between husband and wife. There should not be any hidings. If that is identified by the husband or by the wife, then the life will not go smooth. If a husband hides something from wife, or the wife hides something from the husband, so there will not be a mutual trust. This is very, very important relationship where you need to be very honest. Very honest. Not everybody can be Sita, not everybody can be Ram. So you have to, if you have some deficiencies, you should humbly accept there. Like, for example, in formal relationship, how we behave. There we act as if we are very good, very obedient, very nice, very this thing, very that thing, like formal. Generally, if, for example, we say that if once Guru comes, how the disciples behave, in front of him, we go, bow down, remain humble. That time only we attend Manglarti. That time only we run for service. This is generally, right? Because so that the Guru accepts. Once in a while, Guru comes and goes. So we generally disciples do like that. But in a husband and wife relationship, 24/7, he is there with you, you are there with him. So your negativity can be visible to him. So there you have to humbly accept whatever your deficiencies and say that I'm trying to rectify, like whatever is good for the family, good for the welfare of husband, as a family as a whole. For example, if a girl is doesn't know cooking, okay, doesn't know cooking, and she every time puts salt less or more, or so do some mess up with the cooking. So she should accept, I need little more training. I will rectify this mistake, because prasadam is the important part of the family life, right? Food is very important for anybody's life. So that important thing, I am not good. I will change myself. I will try. I will put my effort to rectify my mistakes. That should be there you should not play game. No, 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 I did nicely, but it didn't come out. No, this subject, like lame excuses we should not give. No, I didn't try properly. It's my mistake. Please accept this. Tomorrow I will rectify myself. So one example, petty example, maybe it is very, but how careful you should be. That is for that I am giving you. In the beginning of my married life, when I cut tomatoes as the in between that the joint of the stem is there, right? A small thing. My husband doesn't like that. That should be removed. So the first day he told, I don't like tomatoes, that part. So you have to cut it out and throw it. And also some vegetables should not have the skin. You should throw away the skin. Like potato and bananas. So also the milk should not have that that cream. Milk should not have that layer, cream layer. He doesn't like. So these things he told me. So I never, from the day one, I learned that, and I never put whatever he doesn't like, that I don't do. So if, the intelligent girls, they should learn this. Whether it is guru, like if my Gurudev, he doesn't take, I have never seen him taking tomatoes, potatoes, brinjals, throughout all this. I have seen him 25, 27 years. He never took. So, like, when you see that, if somebody, this is higher relationships, they don't like it, then don't put it. This is my duty, women's duty, that if he doesn't like these things, then I don't put. If I want, I have seen some men become devotees. Women, they don't become devotees. What do? I have seen one lady, before husband comes, she cooks everything, whatever she wants. She cooks and eat and clean and keep everything nicely. That should not be the right procedure, because if husband doesn't like, I will also follow the same thing. So the woman's life should be little bit sacrifice. When you do less sacrifice, it will be appreciated by him. Oh, for my sake, she is doing really good job. Then, when you want something big, he will do it easily. Small way, if you know how to please him. These are all very small ways. If you know how to please him, then, life becomes very smooth and easy, and he will say that she is very serious in taking care of myself. If you really love his family members like your family member, how it will be pleasing? It will be very pleasing to him. Like, we can take the higher example. If we love devotees, if we love services to pure devotees, then Krishna is pleased. It's exactly same here. If you love your husband, you have to love his family also. First find out whom he is very close, who is his friends. You give importance to them, then, your husband will be really pleased. When his relatives comes, when his mother, father, then you give them more important than your relationship. Then, you can really win his heart. You can really win it. And he will see that. You see how she is very, sacrificial. She loves my family and my relatives like she loves me. Like Krishna is pleased when we love his devotees. Similarly, he will be very pleased. And success is very guaranteed. Then you will see, oh, then, so that thing should be made in the beginning of your married life. Even if you didn't do it now, at that time, now also you can do it. It is not that good changes are not welcomed. Good changes will be welcomed, appreciated, if you do it genuinely. Some I have seen, they use duplicity. See, every day, this is husband and wife relationship is not done. Sometimes you meet and there you show your duplicity. This is everyday affair. Everyday affair. So here, if you use duplicity, it won't work. It should be genuine. That's why I'm speaking. If it is genuine, then, and that person is with you always, then he can see you. Oh, these people, this lady, my wife, is really loving me. So I can do anything for her. So like that, our spiritual master says that women can really change the husband by love and affection, not by fighting, or arguments, not by that, by service. Service makes a lot of changes, not by demanding. Some women I have seen, oh, for petty things, grr, 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 I want this, I want that. I have seen one of my childhood friend. She got married before me. and she had a child also. And that, like a stupid lady, she wanted a color TV. And then for that, she had a big fight with the husband. The husband said, yes, yes, I'll get you, I'll get you. Now I don't have that much money. I'll collect some money. Wait, wait. She was very adamant, and she wanted to show him that, I want to die if you don't get me a color TV. Then she went. Unfortunately, she didn't want to lock it. She wanted to make a drama, but unfortunately, it got locked. The door got locked from inside, and she poured kerosene and then lit. In a matter of a minute of this immaturity, then, when started burning, she was not really ready for suicide. Then she opened the door, but it went out of control, and the husband was crying like, what stupidity you have done. So finally she died. So our materialism, our demand, our tantrums should not spoil. And the lifelong, the husband had to bear the bad name, right? She committed suicide like that. So women should be able to adjust and tolerate and go ahead with the life's ups and downs. Um, and not too much demand, not for demand. Even for bhakti, I have seen some ladies, you are not taking me to temple. If he is very serious, he will fulfill all your desires, but nagging will not help. Nagging behavior will not help. By seeing the devotion which you have for him, he himself should, okay, you like Krishna. My husband, in the beginning of our life, he knows that I like Krishna. I was not his ISKCON devotee. That time I was slowly coming up. So he used to take me to any Krishna temple, wherever he see in Gujarat. Gujarat had lots of Krishna temples. Because I like Krishna, so he used to take me to all Krishna temples. That was automatic. So if you do without any inner motive or like that, because he is there where you can show your complete pure love to your husband, then when you are sincere in that endeavor, your desires will be fulfilled. So even if it is last week, we were talking so much about physical intimacy. So one lady had so much lust, lots of lust. And her husband was a very high level devotee. You cannot imagine that much devotion he had. Like Gardama Muni. Gardama Muni got married to Devahuti and totally forgot about Devahuti. But what Devahuti had desires. She submissively served and waited for the husband's attention. Then she she got fulfilled about her both material desire. Then later she became a very good devotee. But this materialistic lady also initiated devotee, and she had so much demand from the husband. Husband said no. Her sense desire was so much, so much, so much that she told him that, either you fulfill or I will divorce. The husband was a really dharmic person, and he said, I will fulfill as per the Shastra's condition. So you wait. So that was his thing. And then finally she demanded. She had some illicit connections. And then she filed a divorce case against him. And then, because nowadays Indian law is very supportive for female, so she revenged him. But when devotees discussed about this matter, one Mataji told, Mataji, even if it is so much attention, so much lusty desire, it will be fulfilled if you have patience, if you have some intelligence. Krishna will fulfill that desire also. Instead of going for divorce, instead of putting the husband in jail and filing a case, all false allegations, Krishna will definitely would have changed his mind. But unfortunately, such women are encouraged to file a case against husband and all. But this will not help. Definitely this will not help, because universal law is there. You can take the country law and file a case, but universal law is there that women cannot marry twice. Women cannot have two husbands. So with that, you cannot go back home, back to God, and finished life, both life. But she speaks Bhagavatam, all these things. Once we were discussing Bhagavatam, she came and she is giving class. But here some normal devotees may take her advice or guidelines, but universe, the higher authorities have their plan. Higher plans will be there. So we should be very careful in our life. So generally, in ISKCON, some jokes are given. So the scene 1, there was one brahmachari chanting very seriously, doing bhakti very nicely. So one Mataji comes, young lady comes and say, Prabhu, I have no shelter, please, I will serve you. And then the brahmachari changes his mind and gets married to her. Then scene 3, they have a nice life, they have child also. Then scene 4, the wife says, Prabhu, you take care of my child. I have to go and serve my Gurudev. You take care of the household works, cooking, all these things. I have my service. Please take care, like that. So this story is narrated in ISKCON. So to warn the brahmacharis. So here the point is why women are so negatively portrayed. Negatively portrayed as a person who distracts a brahmachari's life. If we properly behave, such portrayals should not be there. Like, so every virtuous women should practice all these things. What happens? Good reputation, unequaled spiritual merit, immediate happiness in this world, and happiness after death also. It is guaranteed. This Sri Dharma Paddhati is saying. If you go according to all these Vedic rules, then you will be peaceful. At least if you are not getting very happy, because the material world is not going to give us happiness, at least life will be peaceful. And husband and wife relation will go smoothly. If this relationship is not proper, and if we may have other hundreds of relationship around the world, what is the use? This is the most important relation, which you need to put all your energy to keep it very nicely. Otherwise, if you have good father, you have good brother, you have good friends, you have good this, that, what is the use? Good husband is more important. That is 50% is in us. 50% of course lies in them. But with this 50%, you can run. Like I have given you lots and lots of women example. Presently also, I have seen women who lived with a Enuch. So throughout her life, she got married. This is olden time. Now means they will file a case and divorce and get married again. But she said, okay, whoever it is, I don't mind. I will live with him and my life will be with him only. Like that I have seen. I have seen women who lived with a man. This man have Wherever he goes, he has some ladies, illicit. But she tolerated. Finally, he came under control. So like that, these are all ordinary ladies, not devotees. They don't know Vedic Shastra, nothing. Because they know that this is, in India, the basic culture is there. But now, because of the modern laws and seeing the cinema stars keep on changing their husbands, that is now put it in the, that was preached in the minds of girls who are in the colleges and who are in corporate worlds. Changing husband is as simple as changing the dress. Now, that preaching is going on. But that will not give women a merit. But the society is now slowly adapting to such culture. Change. That is, especially in ISKCON, it is happening so much. But we should not be among them, because we are serious about our devotional life and our personal life. So we should not become like that. Fightings may happen, husband and wife misunderstanding, fighting may happen. But that should not go more than half an hour, or more than half a day, or more than one day. That's all. Whether it is his mistake or your mistake, you have to submit. Say, I'm sorry. Fall at his feet, ask forgiveness, revive your relationship. Because you are serious, because you are educated in this. Keep quiet when what happens, as I said, if husband is very angry, you keep quiet. Sometimes we advise the husbands, like, if the wife is very angry person, you keep quiet. Some wives, they demand the society. He's like that, he's like that, he's like that, he's like that. One, two, three ladies are in my life. Here only. They harass me. Instead of saying, he's bad, he's bad, he's bad, why don't you think about the solution? Why don't you meditate how I can bring him in line? This became their mania. This became their, I have seen some young girls also. They were begging, they were literally crying for their marriage. Okay. Very high age, not 20s, high age. You got them married. Then you should, okay, finally I got married. You should be happy, no? First time they see me, they will put, my husband is this. My husband is that. He might have presented her very expensive saree, taken her in flight, given her some gold ornaments, that and all. They will not speak at all to the counselor. First thing is, my husband is worshipping Sai Baba. First thing she presents. Yes, that is a big mistake, I understand. But other things he has done, no, that you should tell me, no. My husband is like this, like that. They speak. My husband watches cricket. He watches cricket. Instead, you engage him in you serve him in such a way that he will not watch cricket and come and help you or come and do devotional service with you. Because if the women meditate more on the husband's mistakes, then we take all those into us. Mistakes will be definitely there. But give importance to those positive points which he has. So act accordingly and go ahead. There are so many good points, so many good things you may watch. And you think about that. If I get a worse person than this, then imagine my condition. So I am fortunate enough to get this nice man. He's okay. I can manage him. That should be our attitude. But mostly women think I am a very beautiful lady, but I got this, my fate. I would have gotten better husband. These thinkings are there in women I have seen in my life. I was not getting a husband. Fortunately, by Krishna's mercy, I have got an husband. So, nice. I should thank the Lord and thank my husband. That should be our attitude. But what generally I have seen women think is, some ladies, some girls, they say, Mataji, I'm very angry on you. Why? Because you arranged this marriage. That is your fate. I became an instrument. They think always, each individual think that I will get a better person in my life. That is what you deserve. That's what you deserve. That's it's in there in your fate. I have become an instrument. Please be happy. At least you have got some husband. We are seeing that many don't have husbands. And it is a big problem now. Big problem now. So attitude, we have to change our attitude. False ego. The false ego should be removed totally from the heart. Yes. Now, whatever I have got, with that, I will live peacefully. And this is Krishna's mercy. So, generally, the woman is expected to do the household chores quickly, nicely, cleanly. And when the wife deals with the husband, always with smile, always shows the happy mood and serve. If that is there, then life is smooth. Our part, see, the other side, as I said, some are only seeing the deficiencies. In your part, you do the best. Then it will invoke the mercy of the Lord. Even if the marriage, we understand that some ladies really have problem. We understand that. But now we have to meditate only on the solution rather on problem. If you understand this sentence, half of even 100% your problems will be solved. Instead of thinking about the problems more, meditate or think about the solutions. How this problem can be solved. If you give importance to that, then you will be able to overcome that. Most of the ladies, they don't come for counseling. They just, when the counseling session is going on, they just put problem after problem. He's like that, he's arrogant, he doesn't listen, he's this, he's that. That only they pour on you. But instead, only one sentence, Mataji, my married life is not proper. How I can change myself? How we can work it out? That sentence never comes. When a person comes to this, half of the problem will get solved. Tell me, what should I do? Tell me, how can I smartly handle my problem? I'm ready to follow you. If this is there, then, fate can be changed. Like Savitri brought back the life of Satyavan. Fate changed. Narad Muni predicted that this fellow is going to die. But she brought the life back. So nothing is impossible if you determined. Women has power. It's not that women are low category. Women are in the Sudra level. Why? Because of some physical problems. Otherwise, women has power also. We have seen that very great women. So that power we apply in our life and become successful. And then, smooth. You understand the basics. I am servant. I have to practice this humility. I should not show I'm this. The greatness should not be presented before the husband. He should understand it. If you are a great lady, okay, you are a good cook. you cook nicely, you manage household works very nicely, that will be visible by seeing your action, not by words. Some ladies, they speak words, but they don't put it in action. Recently, I come across with one Mataji. She said, I cook very nicely. Why don't you keep me in your house? You are always busy. I can cook for you. I do this, that. Okay, fine. Okay, because Saturday, Sundays, I'm very busy. Can you please help me with lunch? She came, but everything is a mess. I said, better I can do my cooking in the morning and then sit in the class. I don't want. So some ladies, they speak, but they don't do it properly. If that is there, husband will easily find out. Oh, this is only, speaking lady. This is something practical. Prabhupada always gives us that I love you example. When husband comes, the wife says, I love you, I love you. Okay, what did you make? No, I didn't make anything, but I still love you. This will not help. This will not help. You have to keep the house clean, cook nicely, then you speak sweet words, and massage his feet. When he is angry, massage his feet. Ask him, are you having some headache or something? Because what happens when the husband comes from office, maybe office something happens. He comes and gives that, he comes in the same mood. Then in the house, you should change that mood. Shall I give you something to eat? Please drink this juice, fresh juice. You have a headache. Okay, I will massage your head. Leg pain, I will massage it. You want some hot water? You make and give. These things, some things, if you understand, okay, as soon as he comes from the office, as soon as he comes from work, what he needs, that you should, without telling, you should know. He should not demand, hey, bring me water, bring me milk, bring me my for prasad. Where is my cloth? Like that. No. These things, you should keep it ready. Then, he will, oh, how smart she is. Where is my paper? I kept it here. It's not missing. It is missing. No, you kept it here. Here, I'm giving you. Like that. If you are smart enough, then, if you build up this in the beginning, then later, a little bit ups and downs are also adjusted. So, you remain intelligent. Women are generally not intelligent. That is mentioned in other areas, like the fighting, in the battlefield, or in some management, or in ruling. In different areas, women are considered that they are emotional, they are mental, they are not intellectual. But if devotee women uses their real intelligence in adjusting, in loving the husband, then our life is successful. For that, you need not be a wife of Gardama Muni. You can be wife of any ordinary man, but you will be successful. So, this is the secret. Secret is service, obedience, understanding. Then, then the Lord will see you. Oh, I have given her a husband and she is managing it very nicely. So she is fit to come to spiritual world also. That Lord will smile, okay, by seeing you. Oh, in counseling session, if a husband and wife are fighting, in counseling session, at least to your counselors, you should be honest. Yes, I have this envy. I go to my Gurudev and I tell, Guru Maharaj, I have envy in my heart. I tell openly. Then he says, why? I explain. Then he helps me to come out of those envious feelings. Then I will not get envy again. So he guides me. So similarly, when you go to your counselors, elders, you should present yourselves. I have seen in counseling sessions, wife is saying all false allegations, husband is saying all false allegations, then only fighting. Counseling never helps them. Counseling never changes them. So you learn these things and you can help others also. Like, at least if we are honest, the elders will help us to come out of our demands of our mind. The mind is always demanding. I like this, I don't like this. I like my husband, I don't like my mother-in-law. I like my husband, but I don't like my husband's brother. Some. That way it doesn't work. If you really win the heart of the husband, you should know that Prabhupada is giving the example, right? If you want to win the heart of a rich man, you should take some gift to the rich man's son. Even if rich man's dog also you have to pamper. Then the rich man, you cannot please the rich man, because rich man is rich man. You are not rich. How will you please the rich man? So if rich man has a dog, then you can say your dog is very nice. Oh, la la la. Even if you don't like that little dog, you have to pamper the dog, right? But these are all external. As I told in the beginning of the class, these are all with other relationship, you can show the duplicity. But with the husband, you cannot do this, because that will be identified. Because he's there with you 24/7. Anyone who is coming near to us can identify our inner things. So if we behave duplicity, if we have something inside and something outside, that will be identified. So genuinely try to love, genuinely try to serve. If you cannot also accept that, see, I try to be a real Dharma Patni, but I am not able to do it. I accept this, but I am trying. That much level we have to come, then life is successful. So I end with this. If you have any questions, comments, you are welcome.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Really valuable insights. Mataji, I wanted to ask, do you have any class recorded for girls who are going to get married?
All these classes will be useful, right?
Yeah, but like maybe like one class where, because if you give them 10 classes, they're not likely to hear.
And this one you can give today's class and last class.
Okay, yeah.
Last class also, but I kept it in a private mode because I saw so many other things. If you want that, I can share the link. Because, I don't know, last class was a little bit different. I was talking about so much intimacy between husband and wife. That you listen, and whichever is suitable, you can give.
Okay,
Yeah, because definitely I also feel that before marriage, they have to undergo a premarital counseling. Some are doing that. But in this urgent world, so I have done so many marriages, but the problem is they don't. Before marriage also, after marriage also, they don't listen. Anyway, whoever is willing to solve their family problems, let them listen. If this is for their good, right? This is for their benefit we are doing. We will try.
Because Mataji, there's so many things, which I learned later after coming to Krishna consciousness. I wish I had known them when I got married, because I would have avoided so many mistakes. So at least I can share the knowledge with girls who are getting married.
But to be frank, I was learned many things, good things from cinemas. Before a certain period, the Tamil cinemas were saying that how a woman should be very dedicated to husband and how she should love. There is no divorce. There is no second husband. There is no that true love affairs, illicit sex. Such things were not shown in those, in my periods. There, how she's very dedicated to husband, like that it was. So certain things I learned from cinemas, you know. I have seen some real, some good movies. From that I learned, oh, wife should be like this. Wife should please husband like this. Certain things I learned, but now it is completely corrected. Because, you know, all Kali is advancing. So the people's mind are so much polluted, and now cinemas are the worst thing. But some time ago, means maybe 30, 40 years before, little bit culture was there. Now it is gone totally. So that's why it is our necessity that we have to teach. Every mother should teach the daughter. Every counselor should teach the girls as much as possible. Yeah, please listen to the lectures which is suitable. That one you can give if they don't have time.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you.
Some young girls are listening. So they, one girl is specifically admitting her mistakes. She says, I am getting angry, Mataji, because she is a devotee and the family members are not devotee. So I say that this way doesn't work, because you are dependent on your husband and mother-in-law. She is alone devotee. Mother-in-law and husband, father-in-law, whole family is not devotee. Then when she gets angry, the whole family criticizes. What kind of devotee you are? Definitely they will tell, yeah, they expect very high quality from a devotee. She says, no, Mataji, I couldn't tolerate the way they behave and the way they speak and the 24 hours TV and then whatever. She has diet restrictions. We have devotees have diet restriction, but they eat everything and everything and feed the children also. And these things irritates her. I tell this way doesn't work. You be patient. You do properly. But you know, by seeing you, they should see like this. She is serious, but if you try to dominate them, try to teach them, then it doesn't work. If a daughter-in-law, if a wife wants to dominate, means even if it is bhakti is right only. Like we should not eat meat, we should not eat outside. All these things are good points. But if women started teaching that, that is not accepted in many families. So I say that you follow, but you know, don't teach. Children, she is demanding, my children, if they see you properly, they will take up devotion. They will take up, because it is a joint family, then, you know, differences are there. You keep going yourself. Children will automatically come by prasadam. Right? Yes, Mataji. Any questions? Mriganshi? Yeah. Any other questions?
Pranam Mataji.
Pranam.
Thank you so much for the classes and so many things that are important. I was wondering, like you mentioned, like you are not the guru of your husband, like, so I was thinking, like sometimes I, like at home, even to my father, I might say something about bhakti, and I think maybe I don't say it nicely. I'm like, I have this false ego that, oh, I know better than you, and you shouldn't do this and that. So I'm thinking, if I have this attitude towards my husband, then it's not good also, like kind of, instructing him in whether, okay, you should this or not that. But then I'm in a dilemma also, because I don't know, like, I guess I should, if I have some point, I should say it not in a dominating way. I guess I should say it like in a
If it
very
is like that, it will be nice. Like that, pleasingly. If it is like this, it will be nice. Humbly, if you present, they may see the Shastra and then they may even accept, but not. Male ego is like this. My wife told, they won't say like that. Even my husband, he won't say, my wife told like this. No. He will find out the same point from Shastra or Guru. Then if it is right, he will take up and then act as if he has taken from there. That is good only. No problem. No problem. But
okay.
we should remain humble. What is the problem in remaining humble? That's my point. What is the problem in the remaining humble?
Mhm.
No problem.
Yeah.
Some people will never understand. Will not understand. That time you have to keep quiet only. That point should not be taken out at all.
Mhm.
And that should not be like in public. Some women, I have told in some other class, one Mataji had a nice husband. And she is very active in devotion. Her husband is not. So they got to see the Guru there. Then immediately they got introduced. Immediately she started criticizing about the husband. How male ego, that too in South India. Oh. Then he said, in front of everybody, he told, you are a prostitute. Wife. He told, and then he left the place. Never came to devotion at all. So public criticism, even in within the house, if you criticize, men will not ready to accept it. If some are there exceptional, they are different. But generally, they will not accept this. So understand this part of men, because men are like Kshatriya, the dominating male ego is there in everyone. So here we should be submissive. So father, elders especially, husband is elder only. If some junior son also doesn't listen, my son is completely from the birth, yes, this one, I know you don't know, because I am a Gurukul boy. His attitude is like that, so I don't advise him. Because he is a man, he is male, so okay, no advice. He can learn from me by seeing. When I give class, he will sit and see us, and he comments the points. This now it is closed. Generally, in general, normal bhakti classes I give, he sits and he will find out. He knows better, definitely, because from 5-6 years he was in Gurukul. He knows. I accept, but he's not practicing. Anyway, no problem. That I don't advise or preach or guide, even to ladies, unless they come here. I don't give, because this is the general scenario in Kali Yuga. They don't want to listen. If they listen, they will rectify. That's the problem. In Mayapur, I have hundreds of cases where easily problem can be solved. Easily problem can be solved. But the problem is they don't listen. Moreover, why I am recording, as I said, why I am recording, maybe I have done so many marriages. No, some marriages are still in trouble. If they come to me, I will tell that you listen to this class. I'm going to tell. That's why I'm recording and then give. If you listen to this, then you'll be benefited. So please have this humble mood. Don't dictate. Don't think that why you did. We learned in this lifetime 1 or 2 years. That's all right. Where we are jnanis. our real status is also less, normal only, very low level only. With this, why we should have pride? We know some things, but we are not perfect human beings. If we have this correct understanding of our standard, then we will remain humble. So last class, I spoke a lot about this, This ego should be destroyed. That, I am a devotee. Where this devotion come? Where we are not devotees. To become a devotee is a very, very, very higher level. Very higher level. I have seen some ladies to remain a devotee. They left the family. Husband is somewhere with mother. Wife is here doing devotional service. Husband is somewhere in abroad earning money for the family. She is enjoying devotional service in Mayapur. I don't know. I am not for this. If my husband is somewhere, I will also be with him. I will serve him. Then together we will do devotional service. In lifetime, 1 or 2 times, he himself may send me for some pujas, Vyasa pujas, or Janmashtami festival somewhere. He may send, but not the permanent. Many ladies, they have this idea in ISKCON. Husband is working like an asset somewhere. Wife and children are enjoying life in Mayapur. That is not authorized. Maybe some exceptional cases they may take, but won't work. So always in a humble mood, always in the service attitude. If it is asked, that time you can open and tell, yeah. If it is this way, it is nice. Otherwise, they, as I said, this especially the case where she criticized before the Gurudev, then gone. We can break the glass bottle in one stroke. Life, husband and wife relationship is like a glass. If you break, it is broken. That's all. So we should be very, very careful. Very careful. But you can be very successful also. It is not so. Don't get scared. Oh, don't get scared. Genuinely, if you love, you will be successful. Remain comfortable. After some time, beginning, you should be very careful and loving. Prove yourself. Make the basement very strong. Then the life will be easy. That recently one girl got married. Same language, same state, same language. Didn't work out. The relative of that girl, husband's side, they are sitting and counseling. Please tolerate for a few years. You will be successful. You will be Maharani of this family. She didn't. She's not listening. No, I want to go to my parents' house. Came to the parents' house. That's all. Yeah. Vasanti Mami, want to tell something? Because you are already a good Dharma Patini.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, nothing I want to tell. It accidentally came up. I touched somewhere, I think.
You are already a nice Dharma Patini and lived here. This class is especially for the youngsters or...
Yeah, and I could understand.
You can give your knowledge to us.
These are the advices I give to my daughters, and they are following it.
Very good, Mataji.
I have 3 daughters.
Very nice.
So this is the same advice, whatever you told today, I used to give them.
That's what last week also Rekha Mataji.
But last week I couldn't attend. I didn't attend the class.
Class, yeah. Good. It is.
Yeah, I was not here.
Similar, little more because ISKCON has little bit here and there some deviations. So for that, some Matajis, not everyone, some are having some mind problems. To solve that, I say all these points. They give more importance to external things rather than internal important things. So we need to be careful with our dealings with the family. So
yes,
then that will help us in advancing in devotional life.
Yes.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. So any other doubts? Okay, we will see next week, same time. Vancha kalpadarubhasya kripa sindhubhyecha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.